Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are tackling a huge topic, one that can literally make or break your DevOps career, your portfolio. We're going to go step by step and figure out how to build a portfolio that doesn't just list what you can do, but actually proves it and gets you that job. All right, let's get right into it. So you might be asking, what's the big deal with a portfolio anyway? Well, let's be honest, the DevOps job market is incredibly competitive. And in that kind of environment, just saying you can do something on a resume, it really doesn't cut it anymore. And this slide right here, this really gets you into the head of a hiring manager. Think about it. They are swimming in resumes, all filled with promises and lists of certifications. The thing that actually cuts through all that noise is proof. They want to see real working systems. They want to see that you've actually applied your skills. In that is exactly what a great portfolio gives them. So this brings us to a super important question. What exactly is a high-impact DevOps portfolio? Because, it's a lot more than just a folder with some code in it. Let's break down what it's really all about. Here's the best way to think about it. Your portfolio is the direct answer to a hiring manager's number one question, which is, can this person actually build and operate systems in the real world? It's your chance to show off your hands-on ability, not just your book smarts. And for that portfolio to be credible, it absolutely has to have these core elements. And I mean it, this is not a pick and choose list. We're talking about stuff like having your source code on GitHub, showing off working CI/CD pipelines, and using infrastructure as code. If you're missing any of these key pieces, you're really hurting the credibility of the whole thing. All right, now for the part you've been waiting for. We know what a portfolio is, we know what it needs, so what in the world should you actually build? Let's get into the project blueprint. But before we jump into these specific projects, let's talk numbers. And I cannot stress this enough. Quality beats quantity every single time. It is so much better to have 2, 3, maybe 4 really well-built, deeply documented projects than it is to have 10 half-finished tutorials. You've got to focus your energy. Okay, project number 1. This is the big one. It's the absolute non-negotiable baseline for any serious DevOps role. You have to have a complete end-to-end CI/CD pipeline. This is the foundation that everything else is built on. So when we say end-to-end, what does that actually mean? It means your project needs to show the entire story. It has to start with a commit in Git that kicks off a workflow, then runs through automated tests, scans for security issues, and finally pushes out a successful, fully automated deployment. This proves you get the whole automation mindset. All right, next up, Kubernetes. Let's be really, really clear about this. In today's world, Kubernetes is a core skill. It's not some optional extra or a nice to have. Your portfolio absolutely, positively needs a project that shows you can work with this powerful tool. And hey, don't just deploy a single simple container and call it a day. To really impress someone, your Kubernetes project should have multiple services interacting with each other. It needs to show you understand the key concepts, things like using config maps for settings, handling passwords securely with secrets, setting up health checks, and configuring auto-scaling. That's the real deal. The third project you've got to have is all about the cloud. You need to prove you can build and manage cloud infrastructure, but not by clicking around in a web console. You need to do it with code. And that's where Infrastructure as Code, or IAC, comes in. And look, a good IAC project using something like Terraform shows way more than just spinning up a server. It needs to show you're thinking like an architect, designing a secure network, using IAM roles properly with the principle of least privilege, and keeping your dev and prod environments totally separate. Okay, so you've built these awesome projects. Fantastic. But how do you present them? Because building them is only half the battle. Now we need to talk about the details that take a portfolio from just good to truly great. This quote says it all. Seriously, good documentation is maybe the clearest signal you can send to a hiring manager that you have a senior mindset. It proves you're thinking about other people, about the future of the project, about clarity, not just about getting something to work one time. Your README file is not an afterthought, okay? It is your sales pitch. Use it to explain your big picture architecture. Tell them why you chose one tool over another. And this is a big one. Be honest about the trade-offs you made and any limitations. That shows real maturity. And you have to remember, your GitHub profile is part of the interview. So keep your repos clean and organized, write commit messages that explain the why, not just the what. And yeah, even if you're working all by yourself, use a professional workflow with branches and pull requests. It shows you know how to work on a team. Okay, we've covered all the things you should do. Now it's just as important to talk about what not to do. Let's look at some of the most common red flags, the mistakes that can immediately sink an otherwise really promising portfolio. Please, whatever you do, avoid these things. Hiring managers have seen it all, and they can spot a copy-pasted project from a tutorial a mile away. Broken projects, zero documentation, or completely ignoring security, these are basically immediate deal breakers. Just remember that rule: depth and quality will always win. So if we boil this all down, what's the one thing to remember? It's this. Certifications are great. They absolutely can help open doors and get your resume looked at. But it's your portfolio, that tangible, real-world proof of your skills, that actually walks you through that door and gets you hired. Your portfolio is your proof. It is the single most powerful tool you have to show what you can do and to move your career forward. So really, the only question left is, what are you going to build first? Thanks for tuning in.